All right, everybody, welcome back to week 2 of the Pokeball Draft League Season 2. This week we're up against Anti-X Adrius, who has a strong team, as you'll see in a second here. But yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna try to keep this a little bit quick this time because our match is starting pretty soon here. So I'm gonna try to speed through this team preview stuff a little bit faster than normal. Okay, so my opponent's first Pokemon, Urshifu Rapid Strike, and they also have Tornadus. Like, just skipping ahead a little bit, they have Urshifu Rapid Strike and Tornadus, which is a very strong duo. Especially because like you set up Tailwind with Tornadus and Urshifu can do a ton of damage and you can't protect it, right? Very very strong. They've also got Regidrago, which goes really well with the Tailwind mode. They've got a lot of Pokemon that really like to have Tailwind set up, is one thing I've noticed, and that Tornadus is going to be pretty key to them. Um, and then they have Blastoise, which obviously it's their only fake out Pokemon. So that's one thing, and obviously can also do like Shell Smash stuff, where you Shell Smash Water Spout, could be kind of scary with that. Next up is Tinglu. I'm not actually that worried about Tinglu, just because its ability lowers or increases everything's special defense, and I don't really have many special attackers. And I have some great counters to it, one of which being like Ogre Um, Mimikyu is also pretty good into it. So I'm not as worried about Tinglu. Obviously, could still be a threat, but I think it should be manageable with my team. Next up, Screamtail. Screamtail is a little annoying because it's their only fairy type, and we'll see. I have a pretty cool strategy. I'm not gonna lie, but Screamtail is kind of a problem for it. With that being said, I do have an answer, so it still should be fine realistically. But it could be annoying because it's probably gonna be speed booster or something to outspeed my team, and then just like be annoying with like encore shenanigans and whatnot. Next up is Cramorant. That's not coming. Let's be so real. That's not coming. Tsarina's next. Obviously preventing uh, priority moves. So that could be a little bit annoying with my because you can see here I have Grafaiai with Prankster, so that could be a little annoying there. But the thing is that I'm also Grafaiai and I'm super effective against Chisorina anyway. So like honestly like uh, Farigiraf last week was a lot more threatening in that department. I think Chisorina is a lot more manageable to deal with. Next up and final Pokemon is Cinderace. Cinderace could be a little annoying, but I do once again have plenty of answers. I have Garchomp, I have Ogerpon, so it should still be doable to beat. I have answers for everything on their team. It just comes down to playing properly and whatnot. The only thing about Cinderace is it could be running like Focus Sash Blaze with Pyro Ball to do a ton of damage. But I do have a way around the Focus Sash. We'll see in a second. All right, my first Pokemon is Mimikyu. This thing is super good into my opponent's team. It's good into Urshifu, good into Regidrago, good into Tinglu, obviously. Like that's pretty much it. But the thing is, like that's probably their three most threatening Pokemon, right? And Mimikyu beats them all. And so this thing is super super good. I'm running Life Orb with Play Rough, Shadow Claw, Will-O-Wisp Protect, Tera Water to take less damage from Urshifu's Rapid Strike, or not Rapid Strike, Surging Strikes. Um, then obviously we have Disguise, which is going to block that first hit anyway. And then Play Rough, super good to a lot of this team, especially with the Life Orb, does huge damage. And then Shadow Claw is specifically for Screamtail because I'm a little bit worried about Screamtail just because it might be a little tough to beat because it's so bulky and whatnot. And this thing does a ton of damage to that. Next up, we've got the okay. You guys ain't ready for this. So we've got Grafaiai, Tera Dark to avoid Tornadus Taunt, and then we've got Doodle, Parting Shot, Scary Face, Gunk Shot with Ability Shield. Now, Doodle is a crazy move, and it's the reason I directed Grafaiai to begin with is because I wanted to see what crazy strategy I could do with it. And this week I've got a crazy one. So as you know, Regidrago gets the ability Dragon's Maw, which increases the power of its Dragon type moves by 1.5 times, which is insane, right? But what if I gave that to Garchomp? So what Doodle does is it turns your ability and your ally's ability into the target's ability. So if I target Regidrago with this move, it would change my ability and Garchomp's ability. Except I have the ability shield, so it's not going to change my ability, and I'm going to keep Prankster, which is exactly what I want, because it's important to have this thing outspeed my opponent, right? And I'm just giving Garchomp Dragon's Maw. So now you have 1.5 times damage on my Garchomp's attacks. Well, Dragon type attacks, which it only has one, but it's a strong one. Then we got Parting Shot, just a super, super good move. Scary Face. The reason I'm running Scary Face is because I know they're probably going to be running Tailwind, but the thing is my Garchomp will outspeed like most of their team out of Tailwind, and so if I can, like, lowering their speed by 2 is essentially like nullifying the Tailwind. So I can use this, nullify their Tailwind pretty much for that Pokemon, and then outspeed it with Garchomp and like surprise them and like maybe kill them. Because there's a couple Pokemon like Urshifu, Regidrago that like normally would outspeed Garchomp but aren't going to be able to now because of Scary Face. And then Gunk Shot, just for damage. It's good into, like I said before, Serena, and also good into Scream Tail. Those are the two main things for that. And also just all around like neutral against pretty much everything else, I think. Anyway, let's go to Garchomp now. We're running Loaded Dice Scale Shot because, okay, it can miss, but I really like having the speed increases in this matchup. I think they're super, super critical. Yeah, and it does all, once again, like, if it hits, it's guaranteed to have at least 100 base power. But because I have Dragon's Maw now, it's like times 1.5. That's insane, right? And it can also then hit 5 times and do like just mental damage. Like I think it can. No, it can't kill Ting Lu, but it gets pretty dang close if it's 5 hits. So yeah, insane damage. And then we've got Stomping Tantrum, Poison Jab, Tera Fairy. Tera Fairy is to be immune to Regidrago, Dragon Energy, because even if you're resisting that hit, it's still doing a ton of damage. And so I want to just be able to be immune to that completely. Also helps against like Urshifu close combat, potentially. And maybe like a Ting-Lu Dark Attack. Stomping Tantrum, they could run Terra Steel on a couple things, which is the reason I'm running that. Poison Jab, also again, like, because I'm running Scale Shot here. Because I'm running Scale Shot, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, because I'm running Scale Shot, I don't have a move, like, it's not gonna affect fairy types, and so I wanted something that could hit the fairy types. It was between Poison Jab and Iron Head, but I think that Iron Head, like, I'd rather have a move that is not resisted by like Urshifu, Blastoise, you know, in case say for some reason like switch out and try to predict the poison move or something, they're still going to be taking a lot more damage, and it also is super effective into the grass type Serena. Yeah, that's that. Next up, we've got pretty much this, it's a very similar to Kilowatt, the one I ran last week. A Terra Water, Thunderbolt, Tailwind, Air Slash Protect with the Focus Sash this time. This is EV'd to live Urshifu Rapid Strike, depending on, like, if it's a certain set, it will guaranteed live, but most of the time it should live anyway, even if it's like an Adamant set, like a super high attack Adamant set. It lives like 98% of the time, right? And it also guaranteed one shots back, unless it's Focus Sash, obviously. So yeah, very similar. We've got Wind Power this week, just because, like, they don't really have any stat dropping moves on this team. Like, yeah, I'm looking at their team. Like, nothing on this team really tends to drop your stats, so no really need to run competitive. And then, like, they have no electric types, and like none of these are really going to be running electric coverage, especially in my team. So it's like, yeah, I don't need Volt Absorb either. So Wind Power is the best option. Next up, we're running back the Frostmoth. I think it's actually a lot better in this week than last week. Because we've got Quiver Dance, Ice Beam, Giga Drain, Protect. They've got a lot of special attackers like Regidrago. They've got Tornadus, Blastoise, of course. Screamtail could be either, and then that's about it. But like that's a lot of their strongest Pokemon, and like I'm good. I have a move that like beats that can kill like anything on this team, right? I have Giga Drain, which can do a lot of damage to Urshifu, Blastoise, Tinglu, uh, and then Ice Beam, which is going to Regidrago, Tornadus, also Tinglu. So this thing is going to do a ton of damage. And the only real issue here is the Cinderace. But I am Tera Water, and I also that there's a reason that I'm running this next to Ogerpon again. Once again, because I get Follow Me support to help me set up, and then I also can deal damage to like that Cinderace and such like that. And like the biggest problem for Ogerpon is like Terra Dragon or like Terra Grass, and Frostmoth with Ice Beam counters both. So like it's something that I don't really think I need to be that. I think these two as a pair actually work super well together. Um, yeah, and I'm running this a very standard set here. Follow me. I've cudgel Hornleech, Spiky Shield. Just I think it works in this matchup. I think it works very well in this matchup. Um, like obviously follow me support's broken. Ivy Cudgel is good into a lot of the team. Hornleech is good into a lot of the team. The only problem is the Regidrago really and Serena, but once again like Frostmoth beats both. So it's not really something that needs to be worried about too much. But anyway, that's my team this week. I did get through this a lot quicker than last week, I think. And yeah. So that's it. I'm gonna see you in the match, which is literally like about to start in a couple minutes here. So yeah, I'm excited. I hope the Grafai's tech works. I'm really excited for that. But yeah. All right, here we are. Oh man, I wish I had like a heart rate monitor for these matches because I always get so nervous. I always get so nervous. But all right, what do we have? What do we have? Terra Dragon on that guy is really nice actually. So it's pretty much exactly what I was expecting. Um, Terra Dragon on you and Terra Stellar on you is so nice. So I'm gonna lead Grafia Garchomp. That was the initial plan from the get go. I like having Mimikyu. And I like having Ogerpon. I might just do that. Just go Mimikyu Ogerpon. Let's think about this for a second, right? Grafia Garchomp, if like this guy could be a problem, which is why I think Mimikyu would be good. Yeah, I think Mimikyu's a must bring. It comes down to the final slot, really. Um, and I think I'm gonna have to give that slot to. I feel like Ogerpon makes the most sense. All right, let's see. Screamtail Tinglu. That is not what I was expecting. Hmm. I like the idea of parting shot into you. I feel like this thing's gonna try to deal a bunch of damage. And I could just like Terra Fairy Poison Jab right away. I don't know if I want to use my Terra instantly though. Does Screamtail probably can't KO my Garchomp, especially with the parting shot. And so I think I am gonna make this play. Oh, this could be a bad play. But it's Terra Fairy. That is something to note. So it is probably gonna try to deal a bunch of damage here. Maybe I just protect. It might be like Terra Fairy D-Gleam. What are you doing? You're probably. I'm not sure. Well, Grafai is gonna outspeed this, right? So I could Gunk Shot and Protect. I actually don't mind that play, Gunk Shot Protect. Because then, even if Grafia dies, then I have Mimikyu, right? Yeah, it's D-Gleam. Expected. Hit this Gunk Shot, please. That's big damage. And Sand Tomb. But I can Parting Shot out. And even, like, this, I'm still faster than this, so they have to, like, they can't do anything to me now. Like, it's just D-Gleam. Like, Gunk Shot chunks everything on this team. So I'm fine with Grafia going down here. The thing is, now I do have to Tera Fairy. But I think I just Tera Fairy and then Scale Shot Tinglu, maybe. Because, like, I don't really mind if Gar... It could be Perish Song. Like, plus Sand Tomb. But even if that's the case, I feel like I kill this, and then I'm dealing like a bunch of damage with this, and I can still Parting Shot this out. So, like... Oh! Oh, this is huge. Oh, that's Encore. And I miss. Oh, that sucks so bad. Well, not really. It doesn't really. This could still be fine. We're gonna Protect again. Dude. Can we be for real? Oh, man. That Gunk Shot miss sucks so bad. But it's fine, though. I have Mimikyu. I just Shadow Claw, and both of these are immune to Dragon Energy. I have to just click Protect again. I need the Screamtail gone. Dazzling Gleam is fine. Breaks my Disguise, but I might still... I think I still kill this. Ah, oh, man, dude. Ah... I'm actually gonna play rough, switch to Ogre Pawn. That miss really, like that double miss into the Screamtail really sucked. I think this is a good play. This switch because they're gonna Encore. I'm gonna play rough them, do a little bit of chip, lower their attack, which is nice. It's Rocky Helmet. I think I just play rough this. No, I think I Willow this. Well, hmm. I think I Shadow Claw you. And I Ivy Cudgel. Who's faster between us? Ogre Pawn. I think I would rather... Hmm. Shadow Claw you plus Horn Leech you. Oh, that's a nice crit, actually. Oh, if I Ivy cuddled it, probably would have died. What does this do? Ruination. This is actually still completely fine. Because now I have this. I can just scale shot Regidrago, and I feel like... No, actually, I double protect. I double protect here. Every time. To get rid of the reflect. And then I can scale shot next turn. Plus Ivy Cudgel into Tinglu. So now I scale shot, Ivy Cudgel. This is always safe unless I miss. Scale shot kills. Scale shot, Ivy Cudgel kills, and scale shot should also kill. Oh, that crit might have mattered, actually. No. And Urshifu in the back. Tera Stellar, but unless it's Choice Scarf, I outspeed. I think I Scale Shot again, and then just Horn Leech. Tera Stellar, Scale Shot, 2, 3, 4. And then Horn Leech for the KO. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. Okay. That was a little sketchy, but we did get the win. Do I think they lead different at all? I think I lead the same. Because I think they might try to pivot to Regidrago immediately. Regidrago Torn. I think I'm just going to do the same Pokemon. Because I just really want this Grafaiai tech to work. I could also go Frostmoth. Oh, I would definitely go Ogerpon here. But I could also go Frostmoth just because Quiver Dance could be nice. Especially because they have Reflect. I mean, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this again. Although, yeah, I think I need Mimikyu. Grafaiai, Garchomp. What's the like? I feel like they have to go Torn, and I feel like they lead it. The problem is I'm kind of in a bad spot if they lead it next to Ursh. Which is why I'm kind of feeling like Ogerpon Frostmoth might be a better play. No, because then they just... What about Kilowattrel? Kilowattrel Grafaiai could be a play. Because then I can Scary Face this and kill it. This would mean I would leave Garchomp behind, though. Kilowattrel Ogerpon? Actually, Ogerpon Grafaiai could be a play. And then I go Garchomp, Mimikyu in the back. That's what I'm going to do. Grafaiai, Ogerpon. Interesting. They lead the same lead. I'm just going to Parting Shot to make this deal less damage. Actually, I don't think I want a Parting Shot immediately. I think I go for a Gunker first. Plus a Horn Leech. No, plus a Gunker plus Ivy Cudgel. Tera Fairy there. Okay, that does no damage. The poison there is very, very nice, though. Now I can actually part... Well, I could parting shot the Tinglu, but I don't feel the need to. Like, you have your Ruination and whatnot. But I think I just, like, Hornleech Screamtail. I think I Scary Face, actually. Plus Hornleech. Because that'll get rid of the speed boost and I'll be faster than it then. Ruination and Grafai, I don't care. Oh. But now I can Scary Face my own Ogerpon. Check this out. I Scary Face my own Ogerpon. And I just click Hornleech again. No. I Scary Face my own Ogerpon. And I click Ivy Cudgel to Tinglu. They can't kill me this turn, I don't think. Sandtomb is fine. I'm dealing good damage. Screamtail's dead this turn. And so I just Gunk plus Hornleech. They switched to Torn? Interesting. Just hit this Gunker. Nice. Poison? Oh! Grafire, you're the GOAT! Now what, though? I think it only has Sand Tomb on this, so I can actually go... Chomp. Protect. I want to get rid of the Reflect. And I want to take out Tinglu as much as it would be nice to kill the Torn. Because if I kill the Tinglu, how much did Ivy Cudgel do? 13. It doesn't actually KO. I think the play is Poison Jab, follow me. Wait, this is actually fine. This is actually fine. Because Screamtail's dead. And Reflect is gone. And there's still one turn of Trick Room left. And Ogerpon's the slowest thing on the field. And so I just Hornleech. I can Hornleech Urshifu now. And get a ton of HP back. If I do this. This is just a winning play, no? Oh, they're gonna... Yeah, Bleak Wind. Don't draw my speed, though. Alright. Oh, now they have... Ah, this is actually an issue. Because now they can just Tailwind. Hold on, this is actually not an issue. Because I just Tera Water and play rough Urshifu. I need to hit both of these attacks. Yeah, because this is not going to kill. And it's not even going to be close. I missed the scale shot. So what's their best play now? What do they... Because they could kill this and probably kill this with Torn. They've used Tera, though. There's not much of a point in clicking Protect. I'm going to do this. This doesn't kill. And, oh yeah, I have Rough Skin, that's right. No 5-hit. We're going for the Shadow Claw, though. How much did that Bleakwind Storm do to Garchomp? Bleakwind Storm kills Garchomp. I needed to not kill Mimikyu. Unless this is a slow Torn. Oh my god, it missed Mimikyu. I Protect, stall at the Tailwind, and I Shadow Claw. Am I faster? I'm faster. Oh my god. GG. That was kind of fraudulent at the end. But that being said, I did miss a ton of attacks that set too. So like we both missed a bunch. So it's like whatever. Because like if I didn't miss that scale shot, that wouldn't have even been. So yeah, bunch of misses on both sides. But we get the 2-0 victory. That's that. GG's to Adrius. Unfortunately, didn't get to utilize my Grafaiai tech that I wanted to use, but I still got to use Grafaiai, so it's whatever. Yeah, it was a great set. GG's. I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.